Hey, you guys, what's up? What's going on? So, today we're going to be doing our Love and Hip Hop ATL recap. So let's get right into it. So, Tiara and Jasmine, they were hanging out, and she kind of gave us, like, the little commentary where she talks about how she spoke to Rashida and she did feel kind of humiliated because Rashida kind of read her rights in front of everybody. But I'm like, at the end of the day, that's what you wanted. You keep on asking to talk to her. You keep on popping up at her places of business and different events that she's doing. So you're bound to get it. Like, you're lucky that it didn't get worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Because depending on the person, it could have got real hood real quick. Her friends was ready. They was ready to do whatever they had to do. They was on ready. They was sitting there like. And luckily Rashida was able to have a good conversation, give her that closure, whatever it was that she needed, and kind of let her know about herself. See, and like I told you guys last week, it was a lot of stuff that I didn't even know occurred that just made Jasmine look like a real shady person. Like, I was really trying to still give her the benefit of the doubt, even though she did her wrong. I was like, you know what? It's not all on her. It's on both of them. But now, just looking at all the extra things that she kind of did, putting pictures of her kid on social media, and just kind of like all the other stuff, going to the blogs, probably getting paid for all that stuff. Like, it's just like doing the most. So I would definitely hate somebody after that as well. Can I say I really love Tokyo's accent, because I don't know, she got that, we from up here, up north or whatever, we in New York, but her accent is just like real cool. It's like, she kind of like, it sounds like she talks in her nose or whatever, or like, she be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I can't even do her accent, but it's like so cool to me. Anyways, so they go to the ranch. They was going to like this dude ranch or whatever. They had to drive for like 4 hours to get where they had to go. They had bus problems and everything. And when they get there, they find out that there's like no internet. Their phones ain't working. I'd have been dumb pissed off. Like, I could just imagine, like, what are you talking about? I can't like talk to my people. Especially to being the fact that they're social media people. They want to like show off stuff. But I guess like maybe eventually they was able to get some Wi-Fi, hopefully. So they had like a little gathering at the dude ranch, and Spice, she was telling the tea about how Karlie Redd was the one that told her a lot of things about Tokyo, and how Tokyo was all like F Spice and all kind of stuff like that. And Tokyo was like, I didn't really say it like that. Like, I say F whoever he's dealing with. F Tobias and whoever he's dealing with. That's how the conversation came about. But of course, we all know how Karlie Redd likes to kind of like go back and forth, tell somebody one story, then tell the next person the next story, and call herself helping people out, which is just being messy at the end of the day. And I feel like Tokyo sees that, and she's one person that's really, I feel like nobody really ever called Karlie Redd out that I could really remember, saying like, you're mad grimy, you're mad sloppy, you're mad everything. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Tokyo, she sees her for what she is, and she tell her about herself. So they was going back and forth, both Spice and Tokyo, and getting louder and louder. And Tokyo was like, the reason why I did what I did is because you disrespected me at the table. And that's true. Like, she did go ahead and disrespect her at the table. Like, from the very beginning, she's all like, well, I don't think she don't need no more to eat. I don't think she want anything else to eat or need anything else to eat. Like, that right there was just like a jab. And then she was saying other little things here and there. So all that slick talk, nah. It boils people up to a certain point. Like, and Tokyo even said it like later on that she was trying to be a changed person. I feel like I could have seen Tokyo in the Bad Girls Club. Like, if that was something, I feel like she would have been like a Tanisha on the Bad Girls Club. Like, I could only imagine like the hell she would have brought down in the house back in the days if she was on that show. So then I think Tokyo said something about like bitch or whatever, because she's like, that's the way she talk. And then she was like, bitch. And then as soon as Spice heard that, all of a sudden you see something go boop right in her head. Spice hit Tokyo in the head with a plate. And I feel like they be doing the absolute most with Tokyo because, I mean, yes, she's a big girl, but it be taking like 5, 6 of them to hold her back, and then they just put her on the floor. They be freaking putting the damn girl on the floor. Like, damn, y'all gotta really OD like that. Meanwhile, other people's trying to come, but luckily for the most part, they be holding the other party back as well. Now all of a sudden you see Estelita talking to Sierra, telling her that she's always in the middle of something, and I'm like, but hold on, Estelita, like, what are you even talking about? I feel like she just wanted to turn up. She just wanted to be relevant at that moment because I didn't understand, like, where all of that was coming from. And everyone's hair was starting to look crazy. I forgot. I think Spice's hair was all up in the air. And Sierra's hair wasn't blending anymore. I think it's because she had on the hat and then the hat came off. I was just like, damn. And then Estelita acting like she trying to fight, like trying to run back from the car when they put her in the car. I'm just like, this ain't Jewish. She's all like, and then Spice is like, oh, Estelita's my friend. I gotta go help my friend. I'm like, y'all, nah. Y'all turn up friends. That's what it is. I feel like they not really that close. Then Spice, she had ended up getting loose and trying to come back to fight Tokyo. But it was just stupid. It was just way too much. BK was getting into it. He was trying to calm Tokyo down. And then he was like going off on Estelita, looking like he was trying to fight her. And I'm like, dude, like, you just need to stay out of this. What are you even doing? I mean, like, yeah, come to your girl's rescue. But even if you're not even her girl right now, I mean, her dude right now. I mean, he was coming to... I didn't say Karlie Redd, right? He was coming to Sierra's rescue and just coming for Estelita. And I'm like, dude, like, this is not, like, what are you going to do? You're going to fight her? She even said it. Estelita's like, what you going to do? You're going to fight me? I'm like, you, BK, you're doing a little too much right now. And then Sierra started with Karlie because she sees now, too, that Karlie's the one that's in the middle of everything and how now she sees why Spice was so upset from the very beginnings because she already had bugs in her ear telling her certain stories. So that's what she felt like was right. She already felt like Tokyo was talking crap about her and she just wasn't really there for it. You know, once you have that mindset, like, this bitch been talking about me, it's like, I don't even want to hear nothing she has to say. That's just it. Like, we're not cool. We're not ever going to be cool. And that's the bottom line. So yeah, when Karlie Redd and her was like having their little thing, BK was coming up in Karlie's face talking about some shut the F up, and I was like, damn, like, dude, you really down for this woman, ain't you? Okay, I see you. I mean, I just feel like he kind of, I see you down for somebody, yeah, I understand that, but I feel like you still gotta tread lightly on that situation because now you're disrespecting women, you know, being a guy, and nobody was really coming for you. You know, if they're fighting or something, yeah, you can try to pull them away or try to diffuse the situation, but I felt like he was just making it worse. Karlie had ended up mentioning something about, her father, but I don't think nobody really caught on to it at that moment except for Jock. So Jock kind of went over to her and she was saying, she's having all these issues with her father. He doesn't want to move to Atlanta. She's still paying for everything. So she has a lot of stress going on. Later on, Tokyo, she talked to Melissa about the situation and just kind of how she feels and how she was brought up and how she always had the aggression connected to her name, and she finally got rid of it recently, and now she feels like she's kind of going back to that point. She also feels like she's a voice for the people and she's not ashamed of who she is or what she looks like, but it's like people's trying to come for her and make her feel bad about the way she looks, and she doesn't want to be that person. And she was like, she loves herself, and she was tight that Spice was trying to make her feel some type of way. And, that's just kind of like the story that she had. So eventually they did have the two of them sit down and have a conversation. At first it was getting kind of loud, but eventually they was just alone and they talked, and it seems like everything is squashed, and they kind of like agree to disagree kind of thing, where it's not like you're all buddy, but it's like, we're all gonna be here for the next couple of days. Let's just stop the fighting and just kind of like keep it going. If you Tokyo was like, if I call you a bitch, you call me right back, and that's it. She was like, because that's how I talk. That's just it. She's like, you know, you be saying a lot of stuff. I don't be understanding what you're saying. And, you know, they was both like talking about each other's accents, because she had said something like but, and she was like, did you say bitch again? She was like, no, I didn't. She was like, what? It was like a miscommunication on both of them. She was like, stop trying to do that, because I don't be understanding a lot of stuff that you say as well, but I try to like just get what I can from it. So you should do the same thing. Because they both do have particular accents. So sometimes, you know, certain words might get kind of confused. And, you know, people have different cultures, different ways of speaking. So I think that that's part of the problem as well. Because what somebody from America might think is okay or acceptable, somebody from the islands is like, oh, hell no, you just disrespected me. And vice versa. What somebody from the islands might feel is okay, somebody from America might be like, wait, that's rude. How you going to talk to me like that? So that's where I think like some miscommunication can definitely happen as well. So yeah, then Estelita, like they all came back together, and Estelita was starting again, like she talking about, oh, that she could get it to Tiara, and I'm just like, who are you? I've never heard you talk like this. Like, I feel like she's like being fake hood because of the people that she's around. She feels like maybe they have her back, or she just feels like she got to turn up more to be the next Jocelyn. I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know. It's not becoming of her. You know, that's how I feel. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you on the next one. Later.